Happy New Year. Welcome to 2016 and welcome to the preview of the Cranbourne Cup. I'm joined by Simone Fisher. Happy New Year, Simone.
Same to you, James, and to all our GRV Extra viewers, of course.
Yes, indeed. Good race this one. Cranbourne Cup Group 2, 520 metres. Really strong field and a great array of depth.
Certainly is. Gee, we've got some talent in here, haven't we? And not a lot of pace, but some strong finishes, which is going to make for an exciting finish.
Well, it will indeed. Now, let's get straight into the box draw. Let's not mess around. It's the Harcourts Cranbourne Cup Group 2, $47,000 to the winner, starting with one Blue Revolver. He arrived to a narrow victory in his heat, 30 and 61. I think he's drawn worse in the final in box number 1.
Number 2, Shared Equity, the recent Ballarat Cup winner. Plenty of early pace and looks the likely leader.
Number 3, Secret Spell. Speedy all the way, heat win in 30-11, and she did rail very well throughout.
Number 4, Rare Pearl, ran very wide on the home turn, but huge mid-race pace down the back.
Indeed, 65 wide, Paul Hammond said in the call. Number 5, Above All, found trouble but still found a way to win, 30 and 55 in the heat.
Cosmic Owl, a very sneaky run, finished off very strongly.
Tommy Brislane railed well to win his heat in 30 and 36. And number 8, Simone, Unlawful Entry.
Oh, terrific run from this chaser. He looks like he has a sat-nav on him, doesn't he? He goes everywhere where he needs to go and very, very impressive.
Yeah, we'll touch on that shortly. Reserves, Cut Loose, Max and Starlight Jack. Now, just what you're saying then about Unlawful Entry, it seemed like he had a sat-nav. He just knew where to go. And after that fall last outing at the Meadows, it was great to see him back to his best.
Certainly was. Let's look at him here, James. Slow early, as doesn't have a lot of early pace. He can muster some pace. The way he got around that turn, found a break on that first turn right there. Unbelievable. He just got through on the rails, and then, of course, he went around the check and finished off very, very well. It was so windy there. I think we probably expected he may have gone a fraction quicker.
Yeah.
But
and how about Cosmic Owl here, the blue, getting into the clear? I think they ran home a really quick 8.82 or round about there, and she's taken 3 lengths off him just to go down in a close photo.
Yeah, huge run from her. She jumps from box 6. I don't know if she'll have it as easy this week, but in the final, but great runs all round.
It was an interesting run of heats, as you touched on earlier. Rare Pearl getting very, very wide at the home bend and also at the first bend. Now, I'm not sure it was just based on the fact the greyhounds hadn't seen the track, or whether or not it was actually the fact that the wind was knocking them around as they turned for home. It was quite a windy evening on Monday night. Now, the reason I'm touching on greyhounds running wide, number 2 in the final, Shared Equity. Now, this greyhound completely missed the first corner. She went 5.29 to the first peg, which is as quick as they go. Completely missed the corner. Now, if she happens to rail in the final, by gee, she's going to be hard to beat.
She'd probably find some lengths, couldn't she? Like a 5.29, she's got lengths on her rivals early and went a 30 and 29, which in itself is a top run. But like you say, hopefully the weather conditions will be a little bit better. And she does have that speed. I expect her to lead.
Yeah, she looks the clear-cut leader on paper, and given that she doesn't run wide, but if she does run wide, well, maybe it opens the race for Secret Spell to be a complete deja vu of what happened in the heat. Selection, Simone.
Selections, 3.827. I'm putting Secret Spell on top here. This chaser, she won the Puppy Classic there a fair while ago now. She ran a 5.42 to the first mark, but I think she'll get a good run into the race, and she's very strong. Won in best of the night, or the fastest of the heats, in 30 and 10. So Secret Spell over Kennel Mate, Unlawful Entry, who we've just looked at, can't leave him out. Number 2, Shared Equity, with that early pace and drawn in the rails, could give her a really good run in the race. And 7, Tommy Brislane, thought he was impressive, and he had 12 months off in his career, has only been back for a couple of months now.
And he's starting to string it all together.
Yes.
My selections for the 2016 Harcourts Cranbourne Cup, I've gone number 8 on top, Unlawful Entry. We're both going for the Bravo Kennel to win the Cranbourne Cup. I'm tipping 8 on top ahead of the 2, 3 and 5. For second 2, Shared Equity, if she rails around that first corner, I think she can win the race. There's no doubt about that. Secret Spell just to follow Shared Equity early. And then number 5, Above All. His run in the heat was just as big as I've seen. He's had about 5 or 6 runs back from a long break, Simone, and he's just ready to fire, I feel. Above All could be a real blowout this week.
In a very rough race too. He did a terrific job.
Well, there's plenty happening on track this week at the Cranbourne Cup. It's on Saturday night, of course, Simone. Plenty happening on the track.
Yes, there is kids' activities, there's live music, there'll be giveaways. So looking forward to it. But James, we have to try and find a winner here,
well,
or not a winner, a trifecta or Quinella.
Exotic, best way to spend $20. How are you going to put your $20 on the table?
I'm going to box up my first four numbers, 3827 for $20, and that will give you 83%.
Indeed. I'm doing a multiple trifecta. I like to be a little bit more picky. I'm going 2 and 8 to win. For second numbers 2, 3, 5 and 8. And for third numbers 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 8. And like you, Simone, $20 on the table, 83.33%.
Well,
don't forget that 0.33. Could be an extra 30 cents on the night.
Well, let's hope we get it up there somewhere, James.
Well, it should be a cracking night of greyhound racing. It's Cranbourne on Saturday night, the first Country Cup of 2016, and what a race it's going to be.